sitting next to Luka Doncic's dad, and Luka Doncic putting on a show, split the double team, Euro steps, then makes the no-look pass over to Christian Wood, who hits the corner three. Then Doncic drives, gets bumped, and hits the tough shot plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. Beautiful stuff there, and you see Dallas firmly in control. Luka in the third with the step back three that's money. Then Doncic, the bullet pass inside to Josh Green for the layup. Luka Doncic had 33 points, 11 assists, 12 rebounds, his 50th career triple-double.
Oklahoma City Thunder featuring two of the top 10 scorers in the NBA. SGA giving you 32 a game, Ja Morant 29 a game, and there's Ja going to work early. Ambidextrous with the left hand and one. Welcome back, Jaren Jackson Jr. Two of his 25, but none stronger than that posterized. John Conchar, a recipient of the absolute SGA, working out for the Thunder. The easy finish. He had 15 points, was just 6 for 18 from the field, held in check. Ja, on the other end, comes up in clear pain, looks like the left ankle. 19 points, 11 assists for Ja. Memphis up 6 at that point. They hold on without their superstar because John Conchar for 3. 19 points, a new career high. 7 of 10 from the field. Memphis wins.
Utah Jazz, we take you straight the third quarter. Devin Booker just taking over. Hesitation dribble and the layup. And then it's Booker in transition getting the layup. And then, well, this is what he's known for, knocking down the three. He had 16 points in the third quarter. We're tied at 105 at that point. Into the fourth quarter, and of course, both teams up and over 100. Malik Beasley for the pull-up three. That's money. Then Taylor Horton-Tucker finds Beasley again for another three. He had 27 points in the game. Then it's Lowry Marketing, stuffing that one home. Utah up by 4 with just over 2.5 minutes to go. DeAndre Ayton, look at this hustle. Gets the rebound, puts it back up and in, plus the foul, and he made the free throw double-double for Ayton. Lowry Marketing. This is just an impossible shot, but somehow he makes it go. Got a career-high 38 points in the game, and Utah up by 3. Suns down 3 with 4.8 seconds left. Damian Lee takes the quick three. Booker gets the rebound, puts it back up and in at the buzzer, but it didn't matter because they were...
The Bucks and the Philadelphia 76ers, a matchup between two MVP candidates, two superstars in the league, Joel Embiid and Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's Giannis with the crossover on Embiid and the strong take. Milwaukee takes the early lead. This time, it's Embiid that gets the best of Giannis with the rejection right at the rim. Tyrese Maxey playing to the max in the corner. Cashing. Maxey going to work again. He had 24 points in just 21 minutes. This floater, he comes up lame, leaves the game after he turns his left ankle, did not return. Remember, front-handed, Joel Embiid giving them what they need. The mid-range jumper is good. Philly on top by 2. Giannis going to the hole, gets the forearm to the midsection, and it's Embiid that gets the flagrant one. On the end, there's George Niang for 3. 76ers going 11-0 run. Giannis working inside. He had 25 and 14, but Embiid one-upped him. 32, 11, 8 assists, 3 blocks. Philly wins 110-102. Reunion for Gilbert Arenas, Caron Butler, and Anton Jameson there in Washington. But it was all about Kyle Lowry. A vintage performance for him. Lowry had a season high 24 points, also a season high. Miami up by 12 at the half. We move right to the fourth quarter. Bradley Beal getting downhill for the N1. Beal, 27 points. He also added 8 assists. One of those coming right here. He finds Kyle Kuzma with 15 seconds to go. We're tied up at 104 apiece. Extra session. King Kristaps hammering it down. Kristaps Porzingis, 20 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists. The Strus is loose. Max Strus for the win. He had 22 points. There's DeMar DeRozan, Bulls' leading scorer the past couple of seasons. And there's Wendell Carter, former lottery pick for the Bulls, playing well in Orlando. Had 21 points in this one. Moved to the third quarter. DeRozan, part of an 18-7 Chicago run. DeRozan pouring in buckets. His team down by 2, ties it up. He had 41. Under a minute to go. Javonte Green inside with a nice finish. Then DeRozan playing defense. Green running the floor, and he's rewarded with the throwdown. Jalen Suggs from outside, connecting with the big shot. 20 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds for Suggs, and this go-ahead bucket. Orlando wins in defense option with the Cavs in full control, up by 7, less than 2 minutes to go. Their all-star, Donovan Mitchell, hits the 3, and it's a 10-point lead with 1:50 to go. But look at this. Terry Rozier ties it up with less than a second to go. Great comeback at extra session. Mitchell missing. Second chance for Garland. It's good. We're tied at 120 with 13 seconds to go. Terry Rozier looking to strike again. He gets a good look. But no bueno. There's Kelly Oubre playing defense, getting the steal, and finishing on the other end. 34 points for Oubre. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland closing this one out. 34 points, 6 assists for Mitchell. 41 points, 6 helpers for Garland. Cleveland wins 132-1. Rockets, and congratulations to the great Elvin Hayes. He's in the house to see his 44 go up in the rafters. Rick Carlisle, head coach of the Indiana Pacers, well, a bit upset after this non-call on the play. Outraged, gets tossed from the game. Houston for the Pacers head coach because it lit a fire under his team. O'Shea Brissett to the bucket. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton, your NBA leader in assists, left wide open for 3. Pacers up by 5. How about Kenyon Martin Jr., stunting like his daddy, one of the best in-game dunkers in the league. Halliburton, though, closing this one out for the Pacers. You love to see the shot making, but you hate to see him go down just like this. Could not get off.
And Celtics squaring off against the New Orleans Pelicans, and it's Brown getting going early on down in the Bayou, knocking down the three-pointer here. Then Derek White dishes it over to Jason Tatum. He knocks the shot down from the wing for 3. Later, Sam Hauser to Al Horford for the three-pointer. Boston was 10 of 16 from 3 in the opening quarter. Al Horford, 18 points and 7 rebounds in the game. Boston up by 9. Herbert Jones to C.J. McCollum. He hits a 3, 18.5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals for McCollum. That cuts the lead down to 5. Jason Tatum now working his way to the basket. A little up and under scoop shot. That goes. And then Brown. Another head fake, another drive, and takes some contact, makes the shot, making the game. Boston up by 10 at the break. In the second half, Derek White takes it up court, spins to the basket, makes the jumper. Then Malcolm Brogdon kicking it out to White for the corner three-pointer. That one goes down. White had 26 points. He was 6 of the 8 from 3 in the game. Boston up by 19. Herbert Jones drives for the layup. He had 17 and 7. Then Brandon Ingram knocks down a 3 here, and we got a close enough game with over 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's 98-92. Ingram 25 on the night. Jason Tatum working his way to the basket for the jumper. 19 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds for Tatum. Boston gets the win of the gate this season. Defending champions needing to win. That man not struggling, though, thus far. Steph Curry individually playing great. This man needing to improve, and boy, he looked good in the first quarter. Klay Thompson knocked down a 3. He had 11 in the opening quarter. Then Thompson finds Andrew Wiggins. He had 15 in the first half, 20 in the game. And then Jordan Poole to Steph Curry, who drives, goes behind his back, and just magic as always. Steph Curry rips through, drives in for the layup. Not sort of a 50-point performance, but still very effective for the Warriors. Pushes the ball, goes up between the legs, pulls up for three. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists. Golden State by 20. Julius Randle, though, in the fourth, knocks down a three. That cuts the lead down to single digits, 98-90. But Klay Thompson gets the three. He had 20 on the night. Just a great performance from Klay Thompson. And without LeBron James, he's not playing. He's got an adductor injury. So in the second quarter, well, there's a couple other stars on this team. Russell Westbrook up to Anthony Davis, who lays that one in. Plus the foul, he missed the free throw. Then that same combination, Westbrook to Davis, but the Lakers led it by 4 in the third quarter. Russell Westbrook, turnaround jumper is money. He had 10 points and 12 assists, so a double-double for Westbrook. Austin Reeves, a turnaround jumper, and this pleases LeBron. It's 104-97. The Lakers are in front. William Bogdanovich, pull-up jumper is good here for Detroit. He had 20 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists in the game. The Lakers lead is down to 2. Westbrook up to Davis for the jam. Anthony Davis just huge in this one, 38 points. Up action in the first quarter where Trae Young drives, and it's a nice little reverse layup. They're sort of running and skipping through the lane, and the Hawks go up by 1. A.J. Griffin, it's a nice no-look to Clint Capella, who stuffs that one home. 29-26. Time winding down in the first quarter. Scotty Barnes puts up an off-balance three-pointer. That goes down, and Barnes drives in for the huge jam over John Collins. Dejounte Murray backs down and hits a little baseline jumper here. He had 17 points and 7 rebounds. Then it's Trae Young pulling up and knocking down a three. Atlanta up by 2. Tight game back and forth. OG Anunoby drives in for the layup in traffic. He had 27 points and 5 assists. Now Toronto's in front. Scotty Barnes backs down, hits a turnaround jumper, 28 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, an assist shy of a triple-double. Toronto by 9. Trae Young drives, hits a little layup here with just over 7 minutes to go in the fourth. Then Young pulls up and hits the deep three-pointer. That cuts the lead down to 2. So Fred VanVleet on the drive for Toronto with less than 10 seconds to go. Looking for a winner here, but Scotty Barnes misses the layup. A.J. Griffin drives in and makes a floater, big bucket, not his biggest in the game, stay tuned. Trae Young blows past the defender, finger roll layup. He had 33 points and 12 assists. Atlanta by 3. Crazy finish, 7.8 seconds left in OT. The Raptors down to OG Anunoby. Drives, misses the layup, but gets fouled after. OG Anunoby ties the game at the free throw line. Dejounte Murray flips it to Trae Young, who throws the lob to A.J. Griffin at the buzzer, and it's good for an Atlanta Hawks win. They come all the way down court and get this one up and in, and the Hawks take it by 2. Your final score, 120. Hair of late, his Sixers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, but in street clothes for this one, Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, and James Harden. So Embiid would be leaned on heavily. Here he is, hitting the shot in the lane. Philly up by 1, answering for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards, the crossover, the bucket, plus the foul. He'd make the free throw. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns going to work, gets the ball, takes a little contact, and gets the bucket to fall. He had 12 points, 8 rebounds on the game. Rudy Gobert, watch him hustle down on the break here and get the rebound throwdown in traffic. And then it's Gobert on the business end of this alley-oop. D'Angelo Russell finds him and he throws it down. He had 8 half. Third quarter, D'Angelo Russell. Ball screen, drains the triple, 19 points, 7 assists on the game. Now late third quarter, Anthony Edwards goes through the defense, finishes with the layup. He had 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. In the fourth, Shake Milton, tough reverse layup, goes down here, nicely done. He had 27 points and 6 rebounds. Then George Niang gets called for the offensive foul, hits the deck, and Joel Embiid trips over him. Now watch the replay closely here. Looks scary for Embiid, but he would stay in the game. You're going to want to stick and stay with NBA.com for updates on his condition. Joel Embiid, outside for 3, money, 32 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, huge game for Embiid. Anthony Melton for 3 to cut it down to 1. The lead down to 1 now, less than 30 seconds to go. Moments later, Melton with the steal. But look at the athleticism of Anthony Edwards to swat that shot. Now 4 seconds remaining. Minnesota by 3. It's Niang for the tie, but this one isn't close, and Minnesota gets the win. Your final score, Tyrese Halliburton, the Pacers, taking on the Orlando Magic, who won at the end a night ago. The guy who delivered that win, this man, Jalen Suggs, knocking down the jumper. Orlando up by 8 early on, but cutting into that lead. Here comes Tyrese Halliburton crossing over, getting into the lane, laying it in. And Orlando's lead down to 2. Off a bowl miss. Jalen Suggs grabs the board, gives it over to Mo Bamba, who slams that one home. 48-36, Orlando in front. Benedict Mathurin passing over to Buddy Hield. He knocks down a 3 on the wing. Then it's Halliburton bringing the ball up and sending a three-pointer from almost half court to beat the buzzer. And Orlando's lead is down to 4 at the break. There is another look. And then we're going the other way, and he slams this one in. What a game for Halliburton. 22 points, 14 assists. Now Halliburton alley-ooping to Benedict Mathurin, who flushes that one home. Indiana up by 7. Mo Bamba gives the ball over to Franz Wagner, who steps behind the arc, knocks down a three-pointer. Then after getting a rebound from a Jalen Suggs missed Bol, drives the baseline, drops in a floater. 22 points and 11 rebounds for Bol. Wagner now taking the Bamba pass and hitting a 3 at 29 points, 5 rebounds. Orlando by 3. Less than 15 seconds to go. Halliburton sends up a shot, misses. There's a scrum, and Aaron Nesmith comes up with the ball and draws a foul. He makes both free throws here, so suddenly it's Indiana by 1. Orlando with a chance to win, but Franz Wagner's shot doesn't go, and Indiana manages to pull that man in uniform. Kawhi Leonard set to take on his old squad, the San Antonio Spurs, and early on John Wall finding Reggie Jackson for the tough and one lay, and he'd missed the free throw. Then Paul George saves the ball, and Reggie Jackson finds Norman Powell for the three-pointer at the other end. Nicely done as the Clippers just work the ball around, and that gives them a 10-point lead. John Wall now finding Paul George for the alley-oop dunk. And the Clippers looking good at this point, 29-17. Now Wall back to Paul George for the three-pointer, 40-22 at that point. Later in the second quarter, Reggie Jackson to Paul George for the corner 3. Paul George had 21 at the half, but he did not return to the game in the second half. He had right knee okay. Clippers up by 16 at the half. In the second half, Kawhi Leonard pulls up for the jumper. That goes in. And John Wall finds Terrence Mann for the alley-oop jam. You get the idea. The Clippers look good in this one. They go on to win it by 22 points. Your final score, 119-97. Host to the upstart Utah Jazz, and Portland get out in front early on through the aforementioned Lillard. There's his pull-up jumper, and Portland up by 10, 19-9. More from the Blazers. Anthony Simons makes the 3 off the screen from Yusuf Nurkic and makes it 35-24. Portland in front. Off a pump fake, Malik Beasley makes the 3 to tie things up. He had 15 points at the half, and we're even at 38. Lauri Markkanen leads the charge as Utah takes the lead in the first half. Here's Markkanen making a 3. He had 15 points into the third quarter on a Damian Lillard made bucket. Mike Conley trips over Nurkic and has to leave the game with an injury. You're going to want to stick and stay with NBA.com for any updates on his condition. Now it's Jordan Clarkson working on a drive here. And Jordan Clarkson all the way to the bucket with the finish, just cutting between defenders. Hoop and harm on that one, 76-58. Then on a missed 3. Now another injury. Damian Lillard injures his calf and leaves the game. He would not return. You see him there on the bench. He had 13 points and 7 assists in the game. At that point, Utah up by 16. Blazers coming back, though. Yusuf Nurkic making a tip in here, cutting the lead down to 5 with plenty of time to go. Justice Winslow to Drew Eubanks for the jam. He throws that one down, and Portland is in front 106-105. But the lead is short-lived as Utah pulls away. Jordan Clarkson, nice little jumper here, and